In this video, I'm going to show you how to import a new data set into Google Sheets. For this example, I'm going to use some data from NASA. They have this global annual mean air temperature data set. They've got a chart of it here, but they offer the raw data in various formats here. I'm going to click on plain text. So I can see I've got a text file here with a year and a couple different columns of data showing that temperature information. All right, I'm going to save this so I can have it on my computer. So I'm going to right click and save as. I'll call this NASA temp data. I'm just going to save it in my downloads. I can see it's downloaded here. All right, I'm going to jump over to my Google Drive. I'm going to create a new Google Sheet, and that will open up right here. All right, I'm going to name my sheet. I'll call it NASA temp data. Now I'm ready to import that text file. So I'm going to go into the File menu, and there's an option to import. I'm going to be uploading data from my computer to Google Sheets. So I'm going to go to the Upload tab. It's asking me to drag and drop a file here or select it from my device. So I'm going to click Select from Device. I went to Downloads. I can see my NASA temp data right there. I'm going to select that and hit Open. All right, Google Sheets has uploaded the data, but now it's asking where to put it, and it also has this option for separator type. So I'm going to insert this into, actually no, I'm going to replace the current sheet. All right, so that'll replace the current sheet. It was empty anyways. This was a brand new document. Now I'm going to, I have to tell Google Sheets how to split up the various values in my data. So they have this detect automatically, but let's take another glance at the data. So this data actually has spaces between between the different values. So what I'm going to do is go back to Google Sheets now. Here we go. And I'm going to switch from detect automatically to custom. Now in here I can type anything. If my data had commas between values, I could put a comma. If it was maybe dashes, I could put a dash. But mine's got spaces, so I'm going to put a space character there. Just hit the space bar on my keyboard. All right, now I'm going to import that data. Okay, I can see it's brought the data in, and I entered a single space as my separator, so it's actually pushed these values out. We've got some extra columns in between, so I'm just going to clean this up a bit. So I guess looking back at my original data, I can see that this was the no smoothing, and this was this lowest value. So I'm going to grab these column headers and move them over. I'm going to cut and paste. I'm going to cut and paste so these line up. I'm going to remove some of these extraneous rows. So I've got these dashes that I don't need, so I'm going to delete that row. I've got these these extra values up here, so I'm going to delete those rows as well. All right, we're almost there. So I've got a bunch of empty columns here now, so I'm going to select that range by clicking B, shift clicking, holding E, and I'm going to delete those columns. I'm going to do the same. I'm going to click and shift click to select that range of columns, and I'm going to delete those. All right, so that's tightened up my data, and it's looking good in Google Sheets.